Hey guys, this is Indium here. Welcome you back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Okay, so in the last episode, we made it to floor 20 of the Western Cave. And this episode, we're going to make it up to 40 floors, and then we're going to stop and continue on the next episode to get to floor 60, and then floor 80, then the last couple of floors that's left of the dungeon. So that's how the other videos are going to be planned out. Right, so this is actually quite a good dungeon to get like experience in, but I don't want to sit in here for ages just grinding. I just kind of want to get through this dungeon as quickly as I can. I'll pick up as much EXP as I can along the way, obviously, but I shouldn't have too many. I shouldn't really be worried about the later floors as such, but I've got a fair amount of reviver seeds which will help out through the rest of the dungeon, unless I step on sticky traps or grimy traps. Speaking of which, there was one right there, and I swear I just completely walked over that and it didn't even activate, so that was kind of stupid. Hopefully you can get some cleanse orbs along the way, maybe, if I'm lucky. And what will probably be the last room that I check where the staircase will be, guarantee it, because it always is. The last room. But I want to try and save up as many reviver seeds as I can. The only problem with this game, or with this dungeon, should I say, is that if you want to recruit Mewtwo, you can't recruit Mewtwo on the first time going through the dungeon. I think you have to recruit it the second time you go through, so you have to do the whole dungeon first as part of the story, and then you have to do the whole dungeon again as part of recruiting it. So, but it's a 99% recruit rate, so I might do it, but I'll do it all. I won't, show you the whole dungeon all over again, because there's no need to do that. What I'll do is I'll go through the whole dungeon again off screen and then start recording. I'll start recording the game as I get to Mewtwo. Yeah, that's what. Oh no, I ruined it. I think I spoiled it, didn't I? Crap, because I didn't actually say what the Pokemon was. I wasn't thinking. Oh well. I think I might have put it in the description in the last episode anyway. So, but yeah, it's Mewtwo if I didn't say it, but you're just gonna find out anyway. But if there is another dungeon that comes up and it doesn't actually tell you what the Pokemon's gonna be, then I'll try not to spoil it. I just wasn't thinking straight. Honestly, guys, I haven't had that much sleep recently. I did record Earthbound earlier on today, and that went actually pretty well. Commentary was superb in the videos that I recorded, so I'm hoping that these videos don't turn out so bad. I mean, with these videos, I don't really have to talk much because there isn't really much to say about what's going on in the gameplay as such, because it's the same kind of stuff. I mean, I can pick out some certain things that really bug me, like if I step on traps and things, or if there are Pokemon, like there's a bunch of Pokemon, or I come across a monster house, things like that. Those are the kind of things that I can easily commentate on. But as a whole, the gameplay is pretty straightforward and simplistic. It's the same kind of stuff we've seen a million times before, but just in a different dungeon, for a different purpose. Not to say that the game's boring or anything, because the game isn't boring. It's fun, but it's just like there isn't much to say, and there hasn't really been much going on in my life at the moment, so there's not really much to talk about there. Well, there is some stuff, but it's all depressing stuff, and it's kind of personal. Don't really want to talk about it, kind of thing. Because it makes me sad even just thinking about it. So, I like to leave those kind of things out of my videos. But if there's like happy stuff going in my life, like if I've been somewhere or going out somewhere, I'll talk about those kind of things. And I have done before in the past. I'm starting to run out of PP. I don't know how much max elixirs I have. I know that I'm pretty sure one of them's actually gone sticky. One of my max elixirs have gone sticky. And it sucks that Venusaur's defense scarf has gone sticky as well. That kind of blows. Oh, there's a max elixir right there. Nice. Well, that could have been anything. That could have been a protein, a calcium, an iron, but I'm not sure if you can get those items in here anyway. I don't really like picking up seeds either, because sometimes you get blast seeds. The majority of the seeds that you come across in dungeons are always like blast seeds, quick seeds, what is it? I think sleep seeds, totter seeds, things like that, and they're not as good as reviver seeds, obviously. So it's better just to get reviver seeds. But you can't choose what you want, you know. I do love that move, Thunderbolt. That's such a good move. Wow, really? Two traps right next to each other like that. That's the thing that also annoys me. They always put two traps right next to each other sometimes, and you don't know exactly where those traps are going to be. They could be up, down, left, or right. But it always seems to be the one that I step on, or the spot that I decide to step on. Yeah. Hang on a second, wait a minute. Sorry, I was just doing something. Yeah, I've always complained about traps in this game, always. Like, even when playing on my own, I kind of get angry with it. I'm not sure if they took out traps in Gates to Infinity, but I know they didn't take out traps in Explorers of Sky. I know they didn't take traps out on that game. Actually, I'm not sure. I haven't played that game in a while. I know you have to eat apples to go through dungeons to fill your hunger up. I know that's still relevant, but it's not. That's not relevant in Gates to Infinity. You don't have to take apples to recover your hunger. You can just go in dungeons and explore them as much as you want without having to worry about that crap. And there goes another freaking Reviver Seed gone sticky. Like, how many Reviver Seeds do I have now that are actually usable? One Reviver Seed that is actually usable. Well, good God, we're screwed. Because I don't know how powerful Mewtwo is, you see. And we're only on floor 27 here, and we haven't even made it. We haven't even scratched the surface of this dungeon yet. We haven't made it to floor 40, and we've almost lost all our Reviver Seeds. I don't know what's going on all my Reviver Seeds. I've got like shed loads of Max Elixirs, and I'd rather one of my Max Elixirs get sticky than my Reviver Seed. Because not a single Max Elixir has gone sticky. It's all my Reviver Seeds that have gone to crap. For some bizarre reason, maybe it's because they're the more valuable items, but I'm not sure. If that's the case, then that's just stupid. Wow, there's a load of these things coming down this corridor here. Two of them. Oh, music's changed. So, yeah, the settings of the dungeons do change as you get further into them, and someone's picked up a Reviver Seed, and that was a Persian, so I need to try and find this Persian so I can get that Reviver Seed, because then that can replace the other ones that have been sticky. Yeah, I didn't think you got Reviver Seeds in here, but obviously you do. Let's try and find this Persian. Yeah, I don't need pincers getting in my way. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is running into a monster house. Like, I don't like exploring all the rooms on these kind of dungeons because you always come across a monster house somewhere or other. Oh yeah, that's right. If one of them picks it up, it uses it. That's stupid. No, I don't need a plain seed because I thought that if I killed it, it would drop the item like most enemies do, but no, it's a reviver seed. Obviously, when it dies, it's gonna get revived, you silly doofus. I've been put to sleep. Crap. Here comes an Aggron. Is that an Aggron? That's what it's called, isn't it? Yeah, Aggron. They give a lot of EXP, 709. So yeah, like this dungeon's really good just to grind in. Yeah. And you don't lose your levels in these dungeons either, so it makes it a lot more easier to do your grinding in. And it also serves a purpose to do your grinding in, because you go into these level 90, well, these 499 dungeons, where like Celebi is, and Joyous Tower, which is another example of a dungeon that has this mimic. But when you go into these dungeons, they reduce your level to level 1. And yeah, Purity Forest is one of them, and Joyous Tower is another one. And what you do is you go into these dungeons, but I need to get rid of something. Let's get rid of the Auron Berry. I got 2 Auron Berries anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, you go into these dungeons. Once you actually beat the dungeon, your levels go back to normal again. So it's like it doesn't really serve a purpose to do grinding. But obviously it does serve a purpose to help you get through, but you know, it doesn't permanently reduce your level to that state. As soon as you leave the dungeon again, your levels go back to normal upon as you were upon entering it. Ah, that's a teleporter. Why do they always put teleporter pads like right near where the staircase is? Usually, I've kind of noticed that as well. Why can't Bulbasaur or Venusaur use sleep powder? Stop using sleep powder. It's not gonna work, dude. You're just getting yourself killed. Use a bullet seed or something. Actually, I'm not sure if I've got his moves actually. No, I haven't. Okay, that's why. So we've got to set his moves. Now he should use some decent attacks here, hopefully. Well, now he's used one of my reviver seeds. But if Venusaur dies, we don't actually have, like, it doesn't mean instant failure like it did in the story. If Venusaur dies, I carry on as my own, as Raichu, with no other backup. So it's only until you die is when it's game over. And I can't seem to hit this Hariyama, I think that's what it's called. Damn, Thunder has low accuracy sometimes. There we go, used it. That helped. Calcium, I'm not gonna bother exchanging items for that. Oh, the stair. Well, I was just in the room where the staircase was. Okay, well, we're gonna go back then, aren't we? Look at them traps. See, 2 traps right there. Again, right near the staircase. Good God. Oh my God! Look at these traps. They're just everywhere. Can't catch a break. Oh, freaking hell! No, I cannot catch a break. Jesus Christ! 3 in that whole room. 3. And I stepped on all 3. I bet there was only 3 traps in there, and I stepped on all 3 of them. Freaking stupid, man. Level 53 now. Right, I need to get rid of something again. Well, plain seeds recover your hunger, so. I got a bit of a sore throat actually. I've been talking all day. I've been commentating for 4 videos of Earthbound, and now I'm commentating for 2 videos of this. Well, at least I'm going to try and get 2 videos done on this. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I've got a drink here to back me up. To help me help my throat, I guess. Please, no more traps for the love of God. Right, I'm going to get this money. Yeah, you have to be really careful in these dungeons, and I'm not making a very good example. I haven't been making a very good example of being careful in any of these dungeons at all. Maybe I should start taking my own advice. Yeah, I can see the staircase right at the bottom of the screen. I think that's it. There it is. That's pretty convenient. Oh, it's raining. Ugh, freaking Jesus, man. 436, and we're doing absolutely atrocious. This is terrible. I can't believe it. We've stepped on loads of traps in this dungeon so far. Like, most of my reviver seeds were all sticky. I bet nearly all my huge apples have all gone grimy. So we're practically screwed if we keep stepping on all these traps. By the time we get to floor 99, we're not going to have anything else left to use. I think the game developers should have been a little bit more generous with the traps. Like, they shouldn't have placed them all over the place like this. It's crazy. I mean, that's what makes these big dungeons such a chore as well. Not only because there's so many floors you have to traverse through, but there's also so many traps you can end up stepping on, which can really test your patience. And it also causes you to, well, basically die. In some cases, if you run out of food, you're screwed, aren't you? And if you run out of max elixirs, you're screwed. You're not necessarily screwed if you run out of reviver seeds. You just got to be really careful not to die, is all. But even then, that's hard. Try not to die in these dungeons because the enemies are so tough. But I think this is actually the most tolerable 99 floor dungeon, if I remember correctly. But oh my god, look at that! That is so crazy! 2 traps in that tiny ass room. That's, oh man, that stuff gets on my nerves, dude. Gets on my nerves. How many stuff is sticky? Seriously. God, I'm not gonna have anything else left. Like, everything's just going to crap. There are no, by the way, guys, there are no stop-off points in this dungeon like in Mount Blaze, Mount Thunder. You know, you get checkpoints and things. Not in this dungeon, I can tell you that now. As much as I wish there would be, there isn't, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to make do with the resources that we have. Sadly. So I'm going to use Thunderbolt to take care of both of these. No, Grovyle, you're not joining my team. As much as I would want to, because you're a pretty cool Pokemon, but sadly I need to keep my my party space empty so I can. Well, I can't recruit Mewtwo on the first time, so I guess I could have recruited Grovyle, but I kind of want to make sure first before I do anything stupid. You know, I don't want to end up recruiting a Grovyle, then I could have actually recruited Mewtwo. Alright, okay, yeah, these falls are getting bigger and bigger. And trust me, they're just going to get even more bigger as we get through, but I'm not sure if they'll get any bigger as this, though. I'm not entirely sure. Great, I'm hungry and I didn't even have that much stuff left. I got like 2 huge apples left, I think. And the rest of it's all grimy crap, so it's going to be pretty tough trying to get through here. Okay, you know what, guys? Yeah, we'll end off the episode here and we'll continue on the next episode. So, in the next episode, Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team, we shall delve deeper into the Western Cave and make it to floor 60. So, until then, this is NDM saying thanks for watching, take care, everybody, see you in the next video, and goodbye.